Anahata, the heart center, is not just a chakra. It is the body's bioelectrical engine, shielding our core frequencies and harmonizing the positive and negative currents of vitality and peace. Anahata is the fourth of the primary chakras and is situated in the chest region, close to the physical heart. Derived from Sanskrit, the term Anahata means unstruck or unhurt, a reference to Anahata Nada, the sound heard in deep meditation said to arise without any external influence or impact. This unstruck resonance symbolizes a state of inner harmony, untouched by worldly agitation, marking Anahata as the center of energetic protection, the dwelling place of spiritual equilibrium, and the site from which inner and outer grace blossoms. In the yogic path, Anahata serves as a bridge between the foundational energies of survival and desire, governed by the lower chakras, and the higher faculties of insight and divine connection, expressed through the upper centers. It is here, at the heart, that the practitioner struggles to transmute base energy into refined spiritual awareness. This process is at its most potent when cultivated through the observance of brahmacharya, the Hindu principle of celibacy, or semen retention in the case of a male practitioner, but more broadly conceived as the disciplined conservation and redirection of vital energy. In this context, sexual alchemy is not merely an ethical or moral discipline, but a physical, energetic safeguard meant to preserve ojas, the subtle essence considered the fruit of deep internal refinement. Through the conscious withholding and sublimation of this essence, the aspirant aims to elevate the life force from the reproductive centers to the bioelectrical field of the heart, the Anahata, where it is briefly refined and redirected to help awaken the full spectrum of the energetic body. The breath, especially through practices like pranayama, becomes a vehicle of this ascent and expansion, guided by vayu, the air element presiding over the Anahata Chakra. The geometry associated with this center, a hexagram formed by interlocking triangles, symbolizes the harmonization of masculine and feminine energies, receptive and active principles, the earthly, material, and heavenly, energetic realms. It reflects the chakra's esoteric role as a crucible for integration, transformation, and energetic empowerment, a place where our creative force connects to the universal energy. The Anahata Chakra, as the heart center in yogic tradition, finds deep resonance across global esoteric systems. In traditional Chinese medicine, the heart is considered the emperor of the body, governing consciousness, bodily and emotional regulation, and the integration of spirit and energy. In Taoist internal alchemy, the heart is a furnace where vital energies are refined into spiritual essence, aligning with the yogic ideas of transmutation through breath, discipline, and energetic integration. In Egyptian cosmology, the heart was the seat of intelligence, memory, and moral character. During the weighing of the heart ceremony, the heart was placed on a scale opposite the feather of Ma'at, representing truth and cosmic order. A heart lighter than the feather signified purity and alignment with divine law, granting the initiate passage to the afterlife. In Hebrew mysticism, the Merkabah, meaning chariot or vehicle, is envisioned as a divine light structure composed of two interlocking tetrahedrons, forming a star tetrahedron or hexagram. This sacred geometry mirrors the upward and downward triangles of the Anahata Chakra, symbolizing the union of spirit and matter, heaven and earth. In the Western esoteric tradition, the heart is often symbolized by the lion, the sun, and the sign of Leo, all archetypes of courage, sovereignty, and radiant vitality. Leo, ruled by the sun, governs the heart in medical astrology and embodies the noble qualities of leadership, freedom, and creative expression. In this light, the solar heart becomes a throne of divine kingship, linking the Anahata Chakra to figures like Christ, whose sacred heart radiates guidance and sacrificial energy, and King Arthur, whose heart-centered leadership is mythically tied to the Holy Grail, a vessel of divine grace and healing. Across these traditions, the heart is not merely an organ or metaphor. It is a spiritual and energetic gateway, a place where heaven and earth meet, where inner intention becomes divine protection, and where the seeker becomes sovereign. Anahata, from this perspective, is not just a metaphorical energy center. It is the universal generator of energetic and spiritual transformation. A natural bridge between the Anahata Chakra and the physical body emerges through the Thymus Gland, nestled just behind the sternum and above the heart. In both yogic and esoteric anatomy, this gland is seen as a subtle counterpart to the heart center, often referred to as the higher heart or etheric heart. This is a remarkable image of the thymus. It shows the dramatic regression of the gland that occurs over time, particularly at puberty. The thymus is an important part of the endocrine system, stimulating the pituitary gland and producing critical hormones for the body's defense. The thymus is a unique organ, straddling both the endocrine and immune systems. It produces hormones such as thymosin, thymopoietin, and thymulin, which support T-cell development and signal the pituitary gland to release other vital hormones. Functionally, the thymus is a primary lymphoid organ, a training ground for T lymphocytes, the white blood cells that orchestrate our immune defenses. These cells mature within the thymus before migrating to the bloodstream, ready to respond to pathogens and maintain immune tolerance. The lymphatic system, of which the thymus is a key part, acts as the body's drainage network, clearing toxins, cellular debris, and excess fluids. Interestingly, lymphatic vessels only travel away from the thymus, accompanying its arteries and veins. In some Taoist traditions, the thymus is known as the heart defender, and in this image we can see why. Nestled just above the heart, it serves not only as a physical shield, but also as a subtle energetic sentinel. Its role in immunity is profound. It is here that T-cells are educated to distinguish self from non-self, a process known as central tolerance. Yet this vital organ begins to atrophy at puberty, a process known as thymic involution. By adolescence, the thymus reaches its peak size, 20 to 50 grams, and then gradually shrinks, replaced by adipose tissue. This regression is closely linked to the rise in sex hormones, particularly testosterone and estrogen. Intriguingly, studies show that chemical or physical castration in adults can reverse this atrophy, restoring thymic size and function. This raises a provocative question. Does the redirection of sexual energy, whether through celibacy, semen retention, or other forms of creative discipline, support thymic vitality? While direct evidence is limited, the symbolic synchronicity is compelling. Puberty marks the moment when creative energy begins to be wasted and externalized, often unconsciously, in sleep. It is worth noting that In some ancient traditions, castration was not merely a physical act. It is an allegory for chastity, for the art of retaining and transmuting the creative force. From this perspective, the conservation of the creative force may well help the thymus in its vital duties as the heart defender, the base camp for our infection-fighting white blood cells. As we can see, the thymus rests upon the heart, making it, in many esoteric systems, a part of the heart center. If the head can be considered as the control room of the body, then the heart is the engine room, the locus of our electromagnetic field, our perpetual motion machine. Modern scientific research confirms that the heart generates the most powerful rhythmic electromagnetic fields in the human body. Its electrical amplitude is about 60 times greater than the brain's, and its magnetic field can be measured several feet beyond the body. This field not only envelops every cell, but also influences brain function, emotional regulation, and our immune resilience. Such findings lend striking support to the ancient teachings of our ancestors. The Anahata Chakra as the radiant center of love and protection, the unhurt. The Merkaba as the biological light body vehicle activated by coherent heart energy. And the Emperor archetype as the sovereign guardian of inner order. When the heart's electromagnetic rhythm is harmonized through breath, intention, and creative energy circulation, it enhances our bioelectrical potential, which reduces stress, improves immunity, and protects against negative psychological states. In this light, the heart is not only a spiritual engine, but a scientifically validated generator of enhanced vitality, heightened awareness, and energetic sovereignty. If one thing should be taken from this short video, it is the acknowledgement that the heart is an extremely powerful energetic organ, the powerhouse of the human body. Therefore, when the creative force is conserved, through semen retention, in the case of a male practitioner, it is of vital importance not to allow the enhanced bioelectrical energy to dwell or build up dangerously in the chest or heart area. It is crucial to move this powerful force outward from the heart center with intention and focus. It should be encouraged to flow in circulation, radiate out to the extremities, where it can strengthen our electromagnetic shield and be lifted upward to the head center, where the metaphorical inner eye can be opened and true human potential can be realized.